Okay, so this is gonna go for any of the guides I'm gonna make for any tower. So what I'm gonna say is that like these are basically personal strats that I have. Like I personally think these are the best ways to do like the jumps on any of these towers. So if you have a way to do the jump that you like to do, use that strat, use your own strat. If you don't have to copy me if you have something you like to do instead. So yeah, that's it for the intro. Alright, so y'all, I'm gonna teach y'all how to beat Tourist Persecution, bro. This tower, bro, like, literally no one wants to beat this, no one wants to learn this tower at all, but I'll show you there's a reason to learn this, but it's like, this tower's actually decent, and it's actually good at new hardest. Like, personally, I enjoyed it kind of, like, I mean, not that much, but I did enjoy it as a new hardest. I don't know what's going on here, but, okay, let's get on to the guide, okay, so, first off, you just gotta go to this edge of the stud texture, flick out, and then do like a stick out. That's basically my stick out strat, to like go to the edge with the stud, flick out, go. And this, I go to the edge like this backwards. Go backwards like this, and then flick fast. It's kind of hard. Let's head here. And this one, just go climb it. Then here, just go to edge. Then climb this stud. And here, just go to the corner by pressing A and S and do the squeeze backwards. Personally, I like doing it backwards instead of forward. I don't know why. I kind of struggle doing it forwards. Like I usually do it backwards, so that's what I do. And then here, just like it's basically one side gap. Then here, and this thing, just hold D when you lodge. Just hold D and then hold on with. Yeah, just gotta hold D. Just stay in the lodge and then shift out. Like you hold W and D when you shift out, like this, W and D when you shift out, and then here, go to edge of stud texture, turn a little bit, and then shift. Go to edge, turn, shift, and here go to edge, and do head hitter, go here, and here, press S 2 times, like that, and this, you basically just go to the edge as far as if you can, like again at the edge of the stud texture, flick out, and then do a stick out, but be careful because there's this like wall here. It's not a normal stick out, it's kind of harder. But here, kind of just get as close as wall. Like don't jump from here, jump from like here when you're closer to this wall. And like turn around. And here, do a head hitter like this because you can save yourself. See, and then you can just do a 2-step climb. And this, there's like no strat, it's kind of just like a netted annoying jump. Here, go to the middle of this stud and then turn out and do a head hitter, climb this like that, and then now on 2-2 is like one of the hardest floors. Like this floor, it's okay if you fail this floor a lot. So this, for the first couple jumps are not that bad. Here you have to avoid this roof by doing a wrap. Like that was very close, but like yeah, I just gotta avoid it. Alright, so we're at the hardest jump of the tower, like I said. So this thing, I just climb and go to the right stud texture, like all the way to the right, like right here, and turn a little bit, so I stop climbing, press W, like so I hit the wall, then turn a little bit, like as straight as I physically can, and do the jump. Make sure you climb at the edge, like you have to turn a little bit to climb that, but it's okay if you fail it, like I said. So just like do head here, I like going to the left side, and here, I tap W and D, jump, press space, and then tap W just once, like this. And then for this, you have to press shift once you start climbing. Once you start climbing, you press shift, so you can go inside the block, because it's like kind of like a tight little head here thing. Here, it's like doing first person. This is a 2-step or 1-step gap. You have to like go this way. I used to do it this way, but I don't know why. It's like even harder that way. But I like doing this way. And this, just go on this ladder. This thing, I go as far as I physically can, this way. And then do a head hitter and then try to climb this. My goal is to climb that. So here, it's a very high jump. So basically just like align as far as you can. And then this jump's also really hard, but there's a consistent alignment. Go in the middle of these 2 stud textures, right in the middle like that. Turn out and do the wrap. It's very hard. Like so, if you fail this, it's okay. It's like also like a second hardest jump in the tower probably. We just gotta do like, yeah, I just do it as a long jump, long grab, And here, I don't like going like all the way far out like this. See, I don't climb sometimes. So here, I just like go to the middle of the stud texture and go for it, climb it. And then here, do a head hitter, do 2-step climb, do it from this side just in case like if you fail, you can save yourself down here. So yeah, just do a 2-step climb head here. And this continues holding jump and tap with like A and S until you get to all the way to the edge here. See how close I am to the edge where I'm not getting hit by this roof right here. So I'm not getting hit by it. So I'm holding space and then I'm in that good position. So now what I do is just press space and then turn and climb the ladder. Here, it's like turn. You have to go onto like one platform here. It's kind of hard. And here I go to the edge of the stud. Turn like as much as you physically can, basically, because you're gonna land on this stud. Worry about landing on here and not here. Like worry about landing on this thing. So what I do, just like this. Worry about landing here and here. Go. It's like this jump's harder than anything. Like I have to like line all the way. Like, go for it. It's pretty high. That's why. And just do simple head here. Simple wrap. And then wrap this way. There's actually, this section has 2 routes. The first route is this route where I just like, you have to like do this. It's really hard. So what I like to do is go the other route. Here, I go to the edge of the stud texture, turn out. And then here, for this wrap, you gotta notice about this head here, or this roof here kind of like blocks you. So that's what this alignment sets you up for. When you turn out, you get a lot more distance, so you can like avoid this roof. And go here, simple head hitters. This one I kind of just like do like this. It's not that hard, but you have to like kind of do a squeeze because there's like this other roof right here. Like that. And here, simple jump and climb this thing. This jump is actually, this head here is actually much harder than anything. It's gotta go all the way out, like really close to the edge of that cylinder neon thingy. Go to the edge and do the head hitter. Like I just walked off. Yeah, it's pretty hard, but I just gotta go to the edge and then do a simple ass head hitter. But I don't know what I'm doing. Like, just gotta do a head hitter. I don't know what the actual hell I was doing there, but now we're on 4. The first jump of 4. It's gotta like, it's pretty simple, but like here, I just have to hold A until you're at the edge, like at the very corner here, like you're almost about to fall off. And then once you do that, you turn so you can get that alignment, and then just do really hard wrap. Like hold W and A at the end so you hug both walls. Yeah, for this jump, I have to go into climbing animation and face the stud texture, the left side of the stud texture right here. Once you're in the climbing animation, you basically like shift jump onto that slope. Once you do that, you go to the top of this slope, like all the way on the top, and then do it from the left side. And don't face this way. Face the left side and not this side. It's kind of harder like this. You might get pushed on the roof. So that's why I like doing facing the left side. Just do a head here, climb that. And here, basically you have to just like push yourself up by like changing like your shift lock. You have to like basically spam space like that. And here, this one, go to the edge here, go to the edge of the stud texture. And then hold W and D so you can get a nice boost. And here, just go to like the edge, right all the way there, and do a wrap onto this platform. And then this slanted platform, there's 2 ways to do it. So the original way, like I used to do it this way, was to climb here and then get my alignment and do this. I mean that way is honestly like as hard as the other way. But the other way I like to do now is this way by lodging. Doing regular jump and lodging in this like half stud or the 1.5 stud, yeah. Just lodge here, and once you're done lodging, you can just like jump out and then climb this thing. Once you start climbing, like you're basically at the middle of the stud texture, middle of the stud texture. Then turn a little bit, turn just like a little bit, then do like a shift flick, like that. And this one, what I do is touch the wall and then start turning. Like touch the wall and then start turning and then go for it. It's a kind of hard head hitter jump because you hit your head on this thing. But then here, basically have to like do like a wrap onto this platform. And here, kind of not another squeeze head hitter thing. You gotta climb this. And this jump is actually really long. This jump and the next jump on the floor 5, the first jump of floor 5 is very hard. So here, basically have to align as much as you physically can. Basically live in stud wrap, go and then climb it by holding W and D. Climb it with W and D. Like that. If you're like really cautious, you can do E-Dance 2. Like this, E-Dance 2. Yeah, you do get much farther distance with E-Dance 2, but I like doing it a regular way. I don't feel like doing E-Dance 2 at all. And then the first jump at 5 is also like really hard, like I mentioned. Gotta start from here, don't start from here. Start from the like back of the platform. And do a nice wrap. It's very like high, the platform is very high. So it's like sometimes you might just like not land it because of how high it is. Yeah, and then for this ladder thing, just have to hold W until you go to the top, hold W and D and slowly turn around. Then tap W and D until you go all the way out, until you start like climbing like this. Once you're there, you flick up. Now right here, do 2-step climb, and space, then go. Press jump and then go. And then for this part, just continue tapping A. Like turn yourself around that little part here. And here, continue tapping A so that you're far away from the truss. See how far away I am? And once you do that, do shift, W, and A to climb on that truss. Then for this jump, I jump from the edge here to prevent getting flat-sided like this. This is really awkward if you jump from the flat-sided area right there, because it's slanted. So I jump from the back here where it's not slanted. I could do a nice unflat-sided jump. And here, just like flick to here. This jump, simple, kind of high jump. Oh my god. What was that thing? Okay. Yeah, for this part, basically just hold W until you get a nice like height boost like that. And here, this jump is really hard. It's just a really hard head here wrap. You just gotta align as far as you can and hope for the best. But if you fall, you just save yourself right there. Like that. Yeah, and for this one, just hold W and D once you like climb the wedge. And for this jump, I skip this ladder completely. It's like, it does not make sense to me, like how you're supposed to do this ladder. Because like, physically does not make sense how you're supposed to like, get onto it, like consistently. So what I do is do a long jump onto this cylinder thing. It's basically equivalent like a 12-stud long jump with that little head hitter. So what I do is like jump from this side of the platform, this stud, not this stud, not from here, from here. And then just do a nice long jump. Make sure you try to climb this cylinder thing. And for this, you gotta flick yourself out and then continue tapping A to go around the platform. Continue tapping A and slowly turn around. Once you're past this like stud here, the middle of this stud, once you're past that, you can hold W and A to go back up because you're past that little wedge thing that'll prevent you from like doing it normally. See, like you can't walk down normally. Yeah, and then for this thing, this head hitter that we're gonna do, this 1.5 stud squeeze, so you gotta do the alignment by going to climbing animation, go to the absolute edge, and shift so you stop climbing, and then just do it like that. Make sure you climb that. And then here, once you're on 6, it's gonna go to the bottom of the platform by doing this. And then here, just like go on the ladder. And this thing, just like do a press W and then space, like go and then jump. Like that, and then hold W and A and turn around. And then for this jump, what I like to do is go down. Make sure at the bottom of this third stud right here, bottom of the stud texture, like right there. And go into shift lock mode and turn around. Make sure you try to climb it. Just go to the edge, like this. And just hold S and try to go to the S as much as you can. And then just do a head here like this. There's another way to do this weird jump right here. And the other way is basically like go to the left side and I use the same like alignments right here at the bottom of this third stud texture, and I just do a head hitter and try to climb it. Same thing, I would use S and do this head hitter. But I personally prefer the first way on this side. Personally, I like this way better. But let's go right now. So this jump, I go into climbing animation. Like this, and just press shift to stop climbing and go for it. And for this, I go to the edge as far as I freaking can on this sphere right here. Turn out a little bit and do it as a long jump. It's pretty hard. And then here, go into climbing animation. Go to the center of the stud texture right here, center. Once you're there, press shift, and then do it like a really hard head hitter, like jump very late, like that. Once you do that, let go of W, and then press A and then shift, hold A, like this, so you stick to the platform, the left side, and then do a head hitter by doing that. For this jump, this is kind of hard to stick out. Just go as freaking far as you can, and just turn. And this jump, very simple jump. This jump is like significantly longer than anything. Like, so what you have to do is like all the way to the corner, all the way to the corner. So once you do that, you wrap onto the truss, just hold W and don't press space yet. But once you're close to the truss, very close to the truss, you can hold W and D to like align yourself on this truss. Once you're there, you can tap S 2 times, 1, 2, and then make sure you're still facing the ladder right here. There's a ladder right here. Make sure you're still facing it, and then press space, then go. Press space, then W. Yeah, and then for this, go to the corner of this ladder right here by tapping W and A, and then continue tapping W until you're at like a good alignment like this. Then just do a shift jump like this. And here, it's like go around this one stud ladder. Kind of tedious, but you gotta go around one stud ladder. It's like a lot in this tower, so yeah. And then for this jump, do not underestimate it. Just make sure you go to the center of this stud texture and do a very late shift jump. I don't know what I just did right there, but you gotta do a very late shift jump. So like that. And for this head hitter, because you're kind of squished by the platform, I do it like backwards like this. Yeah, and then for floor 7, just jump here, then do a very high jump. This is a very high jump, so you gotta turn very sharp. Then here, basically you have to get a good alignment. And then press S twice, go down twice. Press space and then A. Just jump and go. And then here, I go to the edge of this stud texture, turn as much as I can, and then just like turn in to like, because it's like kind of like a head hitter here, is this group right here. And then for this, I tap A and S to go to the corner of this platform, like basically just my right leg sticking out right there, like that. And then just hold A and then shift onto it, like this. You gotta turn, hold A and then just turn onto it. Then with this jump, go to the edge and then turn fast for the head hitter. And this jump, it's a very long jump. It's kind of high too. You just gotta climb that. I see some people do the 13 stud climb thing, but I think that's kind of unnecessary. Just do it normally. That's what I personally do normally. And then for this part, what I do is just like go into climbing, press S twice, and then shift and then hold W. Once you go onto the truss, just stop moving and just start flicking around with W and A basically. That's what I do. Once you start flicking around, just continue like holding W and A and space. Don't worry about this like thing here, it's kind of useless, doesn't do much. But once you do this, once you're at the edge, continue tapping W and A until you're up here. Now once you're up here, go to the corner, press S once, go down like just a little bit, turn this way, and then do a shift head hitter like that. And for this, just like go all the way out here. For this, go as low as you physically can. Be very careful aligning. And then just hold W and D when going onto that slanted platform. Then for this jump, I go to the bottom of this second stud texture, right here, bottom of this stud texture. And then turn like a 45-degree angle facing this way. Once I do that, I face this one stud little climb thing so I can climb it. You can just go for it. Make sure you like aim for it so you can climb this one stud. Then here, I like doing like a backwards walk around like that. And then for this thing, I go into climbing animation and then go to between the stud texture and the edge of the pole. This is because like the hitbox of the ladder is kind of weird. Like if you continue tapping, it just drops you. So what I do is just like go in the middle, like that, between the stud texture and the edge of the block, like this. Press shift and do a long head here. Once you go onto this, just hold W until you like stop moving, like until you just like stop moving because you're close to the roof, like this. And tap W, spam tap W. Once you spam tap W, you're gonna go to like a maximum height limit right here. Like you can't go up higher. And then once you do that, you do a shift flick like this and then turn in to fit into this gap, this slanted gap. Once you do that, you go lower a little bit and then do a head hitter. Then for start here, a floor 8. Then here you gotta do like a backwards kind of alignment. Make sure you're not sinking into the block. Make sure you're not like sinking in all the way down there. Just like make sure you're on top of the platform. Once you do that, turn it like a little bit, just like a little bit, and then do it like a long jump, facing this ladder right here, just truss, and go around by tapping W and D. Once you do that, hold space W and D to go farther away from the truss, like a little bit, like that. Then go down, do a bottom flick from here, and then try to climb this side, like this. And now what you gotta do is climb this platform and do like basically a shift flick, but no jumping, so you can climb onto this ladder right here. And then you have to align as far as you can for this head here, all the way out, and then do a nice head here. And here's just like a simple high jump, and then touch this block and then start turning, touch and then turn, and then just go for the jump. And here, let's go to absolute edge and turn as fast as you can. They're both really hard jumps, but it's okay if you fall, of course, because there's a net. It's like basically like go as far as you can and turn really fast. Yeah, then for this thing, I go into climbing animation like this, and then press shift so I stop climbing and then do a long wrap. Basically, yeah, it's a very long jump. But then for here, I just hold S and D, tap S and D to in the corner, and then hold D and then jump like this and then shift so you can climb this cylinder. The goal is to climb the cylinder like that. And then here, this jump is really inconsistent, but if you do fall out, you basically like save yourself here on the spike. It's basically just like a really long jump with like a really strange head here. It's quite inconsistent, but once you make it, you just jump onto this truss right here. And once you're there, do not hold space from going around this truss. Only tap A, and that's it. That's because of this one stud roof. If you press space, you'll just get thrown off like that. So basically, you gotta just like tap A around it, no space, spam A, and then go to the absolute freaking corner, and then shift and W and A, so you can go onto this truss. Like flicking around here, and just jump and then tap W, like that. Jump then go. And basically here you gotta tap W and A until you're like all the way onto the top of the slanted truss right here, and then hold W, A, and space until you're at the left side and you stop climbing. If you stop climbing, just stop. And then what you do now is just tap W until you're all the way at the edge here, at the edge of the stud texture. Then once you're there, you're gonna have to face the opposite side by shifting and tapping S like this. Like, I mean, yeah, you have to go to the edge right here, shift and tap S like that, and do a head hitter. And here, jump onto this side of the truss, not this side, jump to this side, and continue tapping W and A. Start tapping A until you like slowly turn around and go on front of this block thing. And hold W, A, and space to quickly go around, like that, quickly go around. And tap A to like slowly go around here. This jump is kind of hard, like you gotta like click out and then, like, yeah. But if you fail, you just save yourself like here. Like, I do flick out a little bit, kind of helps. Not as much as like stick out jumps, but flicking out still does help here. And for this jump, there's a really weird strat. Like, I don't know why it works, but basically you have to go to edge of the stud corner and then do it opposite. Like, go this way instead of this way. This way. Turn out a little bit this way, then shift. It's a, like, kind of hard timing, because you gotta avoid this sphere. But once you do it, it's basically kind of muscle memory, but you gotta get that timing down with that alignment. just flick around the truss. Flick around. And press space then W. Press space then go. Yeah, and then here, just climb this. And do very sharp turns for this. 1, 2. Very sharp turns. And this one, you tap S once, go down once. And again, very sharp turns. 1, 2. Then this, just gotta climb the ladder or the truss. Like this. Like flick out, I guess. A very simple jump. I don't really have a specific alignment. Climb this. And then here. See, it like kind of like stops you from going because of the slanted part. So what you have to do is go down and then just spam, or not really spam, just I gotta flick with pressing W, like this. Once you're at the edge, tap W and D until you go up. Alright, and then this jump is really hard, so there are 2 ways to do it though. So like what I do is like go to the edge here, turn out, face the other direction, like this. Don't go too far out, just like face the other direction. And then just like go for it in first person. It's really tight. It's a really tight jump. Like that. Your goal is to go this way. Like, or at least try to climb this. If you do start climbing, just like tap W until you go up. So yeah. And then the second way is this way. Like you gotta like do it like this. You gotta turn out like the same way. But instead of going this way, your goal is to climb this side. This strat like I don't like as much, but like it is a possible way to do it consistently. If you like doing that way, go for that way. But I personally like the first way better by going facing the other direction, like that. And here, basically I do the 13 stud climb here, the 13 stud climb strat. Just like turn this way. And go for it. This, 2 simple jumps. This one, got it. Your goal is to just climb this side of the platform. And here, gotta do bottom flick to this platform. And for floor 10, so what you gotta do is just like basically press shift here. Gotta get alignment. Press space and then go for it. And for this is very hard flicking section. Like it's pretty hard, especially if you're nervous here. I was really nervous here. So what you gotta do is W and A and try to flick around. Make sure you're not too low or too high. Happy medium, basically. You gotta flick around at a good height. And here, once you get to this second like truss thing, not the first one, this second one right here, you can start holding W and A and it'll start like moving you up like this, and then once you stop like this, you can flick out, go very low, press space then W. Yeah, and for this jump, you have to go to the edge here and go to the bottom. Make sure you're like not climbing or anything like that. Go to the edge, go to the absolute bottom, and climb this sphere. Then do a very tight header. They have to go all the way to the edge of the sphere. Do a very tight header right there. And for this net section, little net section, make sure you lodge and hold W and A, and then press shift, and then you're into this 1 stud gap, and then do like a basically small header like that. So yeah, what you have to do is like just climb this side. And just start flicking around with W and A. Go to this bottom right here. Go to like near the bottom of this press right here, and then go as high as you physically can, so you can do a flick like this, flick like that. And you're basically at the last 2 jumps right now. So first, like third last, you gotta like do a nice alignment, and then just turn sharply. Then for the second last, just gotta go to edge and then do like a backwards like wrap like this. And then once you climb the truss, stop moving. Just stop moving and start flicking around with W and D. Flick around. Once you flick around, just hold W until you're at the edge here, and then slowly flick out like this. Make sure you're very close to the truss like this, so you can actually flick like this. You can flick off and then climb that truss, and you basically beat in the tower from here. The last jumps are literally like low medium. Like, I don't even know, man. Like this, I don't know why there's like an invis part here, but it's like normal in the legit game. And yeah, that's Tower Curse Persecution. So if you guys have like any other like guides, any other towers you would recommend me to make like a guide on, like go for it. Recommend me anything. Like recommend me anything, like genuinely, like any other kinds of content you guys would like to see, like go for it. Tell me in the comments. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for Curse Persecution. Goodbye.